I want to use this opportunity without waiting for my turn to pass a very important message this evening to every one of you watching both on this particular Zoom link through this Zoom meeting, or you are watching through different social media platforms where this particular tour or Spain today is being aired live. Every one of you know the predicament of Biafrans within Nigeria. Please, everybody should stay muted, please. Somebody is making noise. The predicament that Biafra people find themselves under the Nigeria enslavement. We have been struggling for many, many years. And today, we are taking the bull by its horn. Our people have paid the biggest price in quest to continue to be one Nigeria. Please, where is the noise coming from?
PM, please, I want to mute everyone so that you will unmute yourself later.
All right. People have paid the biggest price, and we have now come to say enough is enough. We will not pay the price again. There is still noise coming. I don't know where this noise is coming from.
It's Mazonyeka.
So why is Onyeka not muted? Who is Onyeka? Can you remove him, please?
Move him immediately, please. I can't see because if he has co-host, remove him. Masuko, remove him. Well, whose Onyeka is that?
All right. So the Biafra people continue to pay the biggest price in order to maintain one Nigeria. And now we say that enough is enough. We will not pay that price again. If Biafrans are going to pay any price going forward, it is the price of freedom, not the price of one Nigeria. For the past decade, Biafra has been killed. The killing of Biafrans has nothing to do with the future of the Biafra people. Rather, Nigeria that were frontally formed on gunpoint. And ever since then, Nigeria continued to force Biafrans at gunpoint to remain a slave. I want Biafrans to understand that we are living in a different world today, not like in the 60s. We are living in a world they call the global village. Inasmuch as I condemn in strongest terms the terrorist attack against Israel on 7th of October, look at where they are today. The world now values terrorism, backed by media war, backed by media. You go and kill innocent children and women in Israel. And then the entire media is on your side. Today, the United Nations is voting to recognize Palestine with their terrorism. And that is the reason why none of you, from the time immemorial, who have been shouting for Biafra, nobody take you serious. Because you have not done something that the world will look at you and see that you really need your freedom. I'm telling you the fact. It is now that we are doing it, because those who have killed us, we are now defending ourselves. And the self-defense we are going into, believe me, even US, even United Nations will be shocked from what is going on coming out from Nigeria. Nigeria state is a terrorist state. And only when we begin to show how serious we are to get our freedom, the world will never listen to us. But I'm very happy because it starts from the grassroots. Before the world will talk about you, the people that have been killing your people need to talk about you first. And that's where we are going. We will start from the grassroots to the top. Now, we have started from state, and from state, we have entered national. From national, we have entered international. So now, the Nigeria state that has supervised the killing of Biafra people are now talking about the resilience of Biafra, how Biafra have resisted their terrorism against them, and it will gradually go to the international community. It will gradually go to the United Nations. It will also go to the US government. It is already there. They are talking about it. So what are we doing? We are facing Nigeria using what I called a multi-dimensional approach. Multi-dimensional approach, political approach, diplomatic approach, armed struggle to defend ourselves. And today, they tell you, did you see where somebody carry arms and get freedom? Now ask them, did you see where somebody allow himself to be killed and get freedom? The answer is no. You can never say you want to be a good person. Stay like this. Let Nigeria army kill you, and then by then you get your freedom. It doesn't work. What works now is kill me, I kill you. Come to kill our people, I will make sure you don't kill them and go free. And that's exactly what is happening. Today we see them debating on the floor of the United Nations General Assembly, voting for the Palestine to be part of the UN. Why? Because they committed acts of terrorism, they kill women, kill children of Israel. And then they back them with the media war all over the world. I want you to understand that the war between Israel and Palestine did not start today. There has been a war of ADs. But today, they have done the unthinkable. And now, instead of the world to condemn the act of terrorism made on civilians, they are validating them. But you know what? Any day you do something like that, believe me, the whole world will condemn you. And we will never, ever raise our arms against civilians and children. Because we believe in respect to human dignity and respect to life of others. But any day you carry gun as a Christian to take the life of other people that have no guns, it will become the worst thing that the world will talk about. But look at what Palestine did, and look at what is happening all over the world. They are voting for them after the terrorism against Israel. So Biafra people, we will not do the same thing. But what we are going to do is to make sure that those who have killed Biafra people for ages will never, ever kill them again and go free. It does not matter how long this is going to take us. We are also making sure that Nigeria will never have its presence in Biafra land after December 2nd. And you know, like I have said in the past, between now and December 2nd, a lot is going to happen. We will make sure there is no Nigeria government, any government present will be in Biafra land. It is going to take time. We don't care. But our target and our main focus is to make sure there is no Nigeria present in Biafra territory. No Nigeria vehicle, no Nigeria painted vehicle, no official vehicle will be operating and using Biafra road freely going for before this December 2nd. And anybody that is seen using Biafra, using Nigeria painted vehicle or Nigeria police or army, anywhere you see them, they are the terrorists we have in our land who shelled the killers of our people, who shelled these Fulani terrorists to come to our land. And our target is to get rid of them. It is called the delegitimization of the terrorist state within Biafra territory. So it doesn't matter what the propaganda the enemies are carrying. I want Biafrans to remain focused on our goal and our task. What we do now is put your eye on the rising sun. So remain focused, and all we need is support and prayer. Like I said, if you do not do the unthinkable, the enemy will think that you are joking. And I want everybody to understand that the unthinkable we are doing is to make sure that we defend ourselves against terrorist state of Nigeria. And the defending ourselves will also extend by making sure that the presence of Nigeria within Biafra land, we will continue to delegitimize them and make sure we get rid of them. So from the checkpoint, for the past years, for the last 2 years or so, we have been hammering on checkpoint. It takes time, but it is happening. Checkpoints will be dislodged. It does not matter how long it takes us, but we will continue to dislodge them. So those of you that still have checkpoints in your area, do not worry. Their time is coming. We will dislodge them. I will never give them a breathing space. Enugu, former Ebonyi, former Anambra, Bayelsa, Rivers, Delta, former Calabar, Akwa Ibom, Cross River, all of them, we are starting opening new fronts to make sure that Nigeria will never breathe in our land. And it needed your support, everything, needed your prayers, and the media team also need your support and prayers, because you have seen the power of media in what is happening with Israel and Palestine. Everybody, I was watching and listening to the statement and the vote at the United Nations, and I shook my head. They are now validating terrorism because they are not Christians. But any day you do it in Nigeria, believe me, the whole world will condemn you. But you know, not the way others fought their own is the way we're going to fight our own. Our own is a very peculiar case that needed to be fought completely different from other people. That's why we have designed our own. Now, those people that are always telling you, how do you fight? You tell me where somebody have fight. Tell me where somebody have done. Have you seen where in any country in this world that fought for freedom, where the people went and killed children and women, kidnapped them, and then the world is defending them? Tell me where that thing happened. But it happened now. It finally happened in 2024. It finally become a norm under our own very eyes. We are watching them validate terrorism against Israel. But people tell you, it is wrong. You don't do this and get free. You see it happening. Tell me, what are you going to say? You see, the entire world now is against Israel. Something that has never happened before. So we are changing this world. And like I said, your freedom is in your hand. Do not allow anybody to dictate who you are. You are somebody. You have a culture. You have value. Do not allow anybody going forward to dictate to you how to live your life. That's what Biafra is doing today. We will make sure that our arms will never go against civilians, but always to Nigeria Army and police and every other Nigeria agent carrying guns that are facilitating this terrorism against Biafra. Our gun goes against them. Till the day we will declare and restore Biafra, and today Biafra will be recognized by this same UN. There are certain presidents. We are going there. We will meet them at the UN General Assembly. The game is on. And then let us see how they will vote for Palestine and reject Biafra. I greet you all. The war have just started. They won.
Tell our people how discipline is our forces, because we know what army people do everywhere they go, but we have a special army. Can you?
Thank you very much. I think our people, I think our people are more informed than many of us who are in diaspora. They are more informed by the activities and the discipline of the Biafra Liberation Army because they live with them. So that's why you can see where the war, when the war is going on, you will see the innocent people around them. You will see people walking, going about their normal thing because they know they trust the Biafra Liberation Army. But you can't see them walking around when the Nigeria military or police are having operation anywhere. You can't see them. So our people live with them. They know them more than us, more than many of Biafra people that are in diaspora. So, that particular, the way you see our people, both children, both small kids and all that, walking around, when they see people carrying heavy weapons, that should tell you a lot. That they are deep-rooted and they know more than those in diaspora who are still very skeptical about the discipline of the Biafra Liberation Forces and Biafra resistance fighters.
Exactly.
And it will also interest you today that the defense of Biafra land, we have taken it to the next level. Today, we have downed one of the helicopter in Abana, Bakassi. So it's a development. And we will shoot down another one, because our Bakassi is a very strategic place for us. So they are deploying about 8 warships. I don't know how many in the Gulf of Guinea. When they say Gulf of Guinea, they are not going to any. Gulf of Guinea is a waterway, Biafra waterway. So this is going to development. These things are going to escalate more in the coming weeks. So this is the first time we are down in the helicopter. Many of them will go down as they keep coming. So our people are very much, very, very comfortable and with the Biafra Defense Forces because they know there are only people that are protecting them. Every other one is, point and kill. Thank you. All right, my closing remark is let us continue to keep our eye on the rising sun, and we must always support the Biafra Defense Forces, as we have always done. Their job is to neutralize the enemy within our land, delegitimize Nigeria government within Biafra territory, and that's what we are doing. And this particular delegitimization will be taken to the next level in the next coming weeks. So we will continue to make sure our women are not going to run to IDP camp like the activities and actions of the Nigeria terrorist state, and we will continue to do this till December 2nd. Lovers of freedom, good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the press. I welcome every one of you to this emergency space tonight. Unannounced space, and I know a lot of you may be surprised. I have come to brief Biafrans on the progress we are making to make sure the enemy does not leave, to tell the story of how they have killed, mastermind the butchering of our people in Biafra land. We are fighting spiritually, physically, and otherwise. So my fellow Biafran, I have just come to share story very briefly of what is going on with the caliphate and those who say that Biafrans cannot leave. Those who say that Biafra will not come. Over their dead body, they will all die and Biafra will come. I want you people to understand this evening that the criminal in Aso Rock, the drug lord in Aso Rock, is now a walking corpse. When I was responding, I told them that Yorubas, prominent so-called Yorubas, have always getting killed by the Nigeria state. Either they died in prison or killed them by injection or they assassinate them on their way to somewhere. It has always been like that in the history. The only difference is that this particular drug lord called Tinubu is not a Yoruba man. I have said this several times and I have waited for them to challenge that particular claim. He is from Guinea. He came to Nigeria because Nigeria was then a safe haven for criminals, just like it is today, even worse.
Tinubu was pushing drugs for Ibrahim Babangida. He was one of the cartel that the Nigeria army then used. You know, they used a lot of people that made money in those days. They were all into drugs. Babangida was the head of the cartel. So when you carry drug to Murtala Mohammed Airport, you have a cover-up by those at the airport. Once it comes from the military Supreme Council of the military, whatever they call it then, nobody checks you. Their connection, the cartel connection, run across entire Africa to Europe, Asia, America. And so they were highly connected. So Tinubu was one of those that were used by the military administrators to push drugs. They manipulated their way to make him a Nigerian. They made sure they sponsored him with their power. He became a Lagosian. From Lagosian, become the governor. Every step of the way has been with impunity. Tinubu life is example of impunity. And then what he did was to begin to empower people that are around him. So nobody asks questions. He begin to fix them. And whenever he empowers you, you owe him a duty. The duty is never to betray. So use the opportunity to empower the people. I don't know whether it's an empowerment. Of course, it's a corruption empowerment. Give people that doesn't merit positions without merit. Just like you see this criminal in Lagos. These are the kind of people, he empowers. Criminality. And then he began to build his political empire. Every military personnel in Nigeria then knows him. When Abacha came, was this Abacha when he ran away from Nigeria? Was because they know him very, very well because he was not a military personnel. So when that particular president came, the military dictator, he ran away to exile. He did not run because he has one status or another. No, he ran away because they know he was their drug bed. It was the drug bed of many military personnel then, and he ran to exile. He said he doesn't believe in Nigeria. Everybody saw the news. Anyway, I am not here to tell this story. What I'm here to inform Biafrans and those who love us is that the oppressors, the killers, those who are butchering our people, thinking that they have power, they are going down. As I'm talking to you today, they have injected the idiot and he can no longer walk. I raised the alarm. People thought I was joking. Of course, Biafra knows I doesn't joke when it comes to information like that. They poisoned the idiot. I also exposed the coup. They wanted to kill him. They wanted to kill many prominent men. And you know what? I exposed them, and because of that, those plotting the coup re-strategize and change their plan. The reason I will continue to bust them because the time that kind of thing can happen is not yet. We control what happens in Nigeria. We will push them and show them where to fall. So I have come this evening with an emergency information so that the coup plotters and the enemies, those enemies surrounding the criminal, the drug lord, will see how to revive him. And I doubt if they will revive him. You can imagine where the wife is the one controlling Asorok. The wife is the one telling who is going to come there and who is not going to come there. And she think that those people that they are surrounding themselves in their place there, they are happy. Nobody is happy with the woman. The reason I'm mentioning this today is so that I will scatter this plan, and the next plan I will not, because I know before they will regain themselves, re-strategize again, it will take time. I want everything they are going to do, let it be on October. From October, not now. So the woman called Remi Tinubu, is that her name? The wife of this drug lord is the one controlling the presidency. And none of the Northerners are happy with her. Of course, they will not tell them. Shetima is not happy. The caliphate is not happy because the woman is controlling what is happening in Nigeria today. So they decided to call it a day and decided to bar the idiot and poison him, took him a very good injection. Today, he is lying very critically ill. And I challenge them. If they say that what I'm saying is lie, let Tinubu make video. Let them come on national television and call Tinubu, even on the phone. Let the stupid Nigerians hear him. He can't talk. And all of a sudden, they release a statement. They release statement. They say Tinubu can no longer go to what is it called? They say the Minister of Foreign Affairs to now represent President Tinubu at U.S. Africa Summit. Complete rubbish. And then they went ahead to say Vice President Kashim Shettima, who was originally scheduled to represent the president, was unable to make the trip following a technical fault. Which technical fault? With his aircraft, forcing him to make a detour to the device of the presidential air fleet. Now, if the flight of the terrorist Shettima has a fault, which flight is the Minister of Foreign Affairs going to use to go to the same journey? Does he have a UFO? If actually that the terrorist Boko Haram Shettima was scheduled to go to that place, even if the plane developed fault, he will go with the same plane that this minister is going to use to go to that place. And they tell you there is a technical fault in the plane. Government of lies, propaganda. But this time around, I am here to punch all the tires. We will not give you people breathing space. So I want the whole world to know that this man in Asorok cannot survive. I am telling you because the poison they gave him was a very strong one and he's very weak. He can't talk, he can't walk, he can't do anything. Who knows whether he don't buy himself? I will still bring the news if it happens. Believe me, I will be the first person that will announce it. Because Bible, which I believe, told us, suffer the witch and wizard not to live. These people are worse than witches and wizards. That's why we'll continue to pray to our God to make sure all of them die either by this poison that have injected him or by the natural call, which is very close to him. You can't kill Biafrans and expect to enjoy peace. It's not possible. We follow you spiritually, physically, and otherwise. And today, I am more closer to you in Asorok than you can ever be to me.
The spirit of Biafra, who need freedom, they can get it for me. I keep on one nanyasi, get it for me. One chile, one get it for me. Onyendu nebe anyanachi, get it for me. Kanyi cheta nakaya diocha, get it for me. I keep on one nanyasi, get it for me. One chile, one get it for me. Onyendu nebe anyanachi, get it for me. Kanyi cheta nakaya diocha. All the things to do, because think of what he told us. Now we should have ability to reason. They started to create division among us. Hey, take our resources and left us fighting. I'm more Biafran than you are. I'm both member than you are. Biafran speak Ochitapa. Oba Ekpa Furunebika. I'm more Biafran than you are. I'm both member than you are. Biafran speak Ochitapa. Oba Ekpa Furunebika. Get it for me. I keep on one nanyasi. Get it for me. One chile, one get it for me. Onyendu nebe anyadachi, get it for me. Kanyi cheta nakaya diocha, get it for me. I keep on one nanyasi, get it for me. One chile, one get it for me. Onyendu nebe anyadachi, get it for me.